Hi guys, yes, and the amazing J. Rosa Anna. Straight over to Jay now, because she's going to do not one, not two, three poems in this collection. Over to you, Jay, my friend.
Ditto. I heard you, and I wish I'd said ditto. So often, hopeless leaves fell from your tree. Your rustling heart paved autumn ditto. I held your outstretched branches far from me. To the night sky, to the starlight ditto, and to the breeze, to the wind, and the rain. Whispers in silence cry loudest ditto, longing to hear your sweet voice once again. I root myself right here for you, ditto. I will be here as you waited for me. Intertwined branches await your ditto. Let the moonlight never wane from your tree.
Tremendous, absolutely. It's always say, I think, approach sometimes with spoken language. It's a beautiful piece to read on page anyway, but the emotion you always carry with your word, Jay, you can hear it when you speak the piece. That's just, there's several of the ones you sent to me almost reduced me to tears before, and that was one of them actually. So I've got to be careful not start crying now. I know, listen, fantastic.
That's a very important one to me. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, you can see straight away with it. So let's get straight into number two, because I don't want to start blubbering. So back to you for number two.
Nature's kintsugi. She ambles nervously through dense woodland, lost in the wilderness of cast-off tenderness. Lions and jackals ride high upon butterflies' wings, howling like dark, stormy winds of turbulent days. Hunting dragonflies, lancing fireflies for nectar concealed deep within hidden truths. Tender caterpillars' lies stolen enviously by the too short lives of unbalanced mayflies' cries. From a distant viewpoint, this epic battle for time and space itself is fought in a microcosm. A quiet hum chorus, cries of pain and need lay in desperate need, unseen by wider eyes of hell's dark macrocosm. And yet, the outcome of this escape from the woods determines the fate of the shoulds and the coulds. Bloodlust jackals howl tonight as sly, silent night crawlers take up arms ready in black-browned tonight. A full-on ground assault deep in the starry copse. Beside the stagnant pool, the weary travellers fall. No signpost, no warning. The lost were never lost, nor were they ever found. Buried there forever below memory's ground. Windows of time below as nature makes it beautiful once more. There you are. Words she could only dream of.
Wow. That is absolutely spellbinding, that was. Wow. Wow, I'm surprised you're not considered doing a CD, to be honest with you, Jay, because he's rich in his voice like it is. I mean, it's just like it's if you got a voice you're doing your poetry like that, you carry an audience, whether it's one person like me today or 1,200. No, excellent stuff. Really, really beautiful stuff. So, right, we're over to the big finale now. Back to Jay for poem number 3. Go for it, love.
Chromatic countenance. I plunge head first into new journeys of discovery, falling through iridescent hues, energy of starlight confused. The gravity of matter in this awkward shape of me, blinding ultraviolet rays, burning shadows I refuse to face. Erasing saturation, rising luminescence, a cacophony of hues. deafening tones, from the raging bull to the silent blues. Further, I freefall into spectrums infrared, plucking thoughts like guinea fowl to sacrificial altars. Feather by feather, ripped from a carcass of a soul never free, cherry-popping bursts of fear and doubt consigned to rejection. Insipid, pallid glare of self-introspection, fundamental laws no longer exist beyond spectral grips. Lowest frequencies of light, no longer hiding from sight, deepest red floods implacably, mercilessly seeping freely. Further, I fall willingly, tetrachromatically challenging, stripping me of materialistic things to the purest, naked energy. A single point, absence of color, waves diffusing into infinite quiets of silent seas, turning frequencies of the universe's own heartbeat, quark to proton, to all that was, to all that could be, to face creation itself and demand. No, beg. An answer to a selfish question. Why you? Not me.
What an ending. Absolutely astounding. You must be absolutely shattered, Jay, when you read your poems that sometimes like you put in that emotion at the end. Do you feel like somebody after you step on stage thinking, oh my God, can I do anymore?
It's hard when you, as I was saying earlier, it's hard when you're in a long spoken word and you've heard a lot of emotional poetry and then you've got to perform. So yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean with that. Is that when I first started doing poetry performance years ago, I used to come along to really, really emotive, very, very serious stuff. I'm a bit more different nowadays, but yeah, it's and people get to know you. Say to me sometimes like, how the heck are you such a easygoing, funny, daft person? And you go on stage, it just seems to turn, doesn't it? Do you find that you're different? You're a different person sometimes, aren't you, on stage? I think.
I think so, because you get caught up in, or I get caught up in the poem itself. So I find that the poem on the page becomes slightly different to the poem on the stage, and it's just like I don't know. Probably all sorts of things at play, like nerves and other things. But who knows? I don't know where it comes from.
No, it's tremendous. Everybody else, like I said, go and check Jay's book out. It's phenomenal. On the podcast, it's been brilliant. And to wrap up with, one thing we didn't mention was your Worlds Collide online night. To wrap up with, obviously, when is it on usually?
It's normally on the third Sunday of every month. So the next one will be the Sunday, the 18th of December, at 7:30 p.m. And you can get your ticket on Eventbrite.
Brilliant.
It's free.
Well,
It's free.
we'll wrap up now. Anyway. Listen, Jay, I want to thank you again today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Really, really enjoyed this, and I've been looking forward to this podcast since we booked it a couple of weeks ago. So, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Lovely to see you, Andy.
It will be nice. Unfortunately, I can't do your Worlds Collide event in December because we're in the pub actually. So I'll start like Sunday night. So I'll be back in January for it. So this podcast will be out not long after that. So anyway, so hang around, Jay. I do need to speak to you off mic. Thank you again. As Don Callis over at Impact Wrestling says, stay safe and stay over, and we will see you all next